Hi, this is Rasheem Arsenio Stewart, and welcome to the Rasheem Arsenio Stewart podcast. This is episode 133. So this will be a happy Easter with a little slash of first quarter of the year, how I feel like the year is going, and at the end of the episode, I will talk a little bit about a channel update and a couple things that need to be resurrected. That was our word of the week from the Toastmasters Club. I know a couple people that's on my YouTube channel now from the Toastmasters Club, so I have used the word of the week. So I'm going to start doing that, not every episode, but one episode a month. I'll use the word of the week from our Toastmasters Club and try to incorporate it in our videos. And that is one thing I will be updating you guys on, and that will be a video down the line that we will add. But spoiler it, but I'll talk more about that as the episodes go. But for now, I just want to wish everybody quickly a happy Easter. I'm wearing purple, which I heard is one of the official colors of Easter weekend. So I hope you all enjoy that. I want to thank you guys for the last two shorts. We are nearly at 1,100 total views from the last two shorts alone. So again, I want to thank you and appreciate y'all so much for that. You guys have no idea how much that touched my heart. That 1,000 y'all between two episodes, two short videos, like what you're hearing. So due to popular demand, we're gonna start trying. I'm gonna discipline myself something this week, which will be a spoiler, but a little bit. The first thing I'm gonna mention is my channel update. I'm gonna try to get back doing a motivational moment once a week. Maybe gonna be for a little while. It's gonna be Fiend, but but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Um, so that kind of gets a little bit at the end of the first quarter update. So again, have a good Easter. I hope everyone had a good Easter. By the time this gets released tonight, like 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight, Easter's pretty much gonna be over. Hope everybody had a good Easter weekend. I had to take a week off from doing an episode last week. I was a little bit under the weather and I had other things going on behind the scenes. But things got a little bit better now, so I'll be back to a swing of things for the next few weeks, pumping out an episode every week. So I don't want to say necessarily apologize, but I'm trying my best to keep a schedule. But things can happen in life. Illnesses happen, personal things happen with work, family that are out of your control. Sometimes even weather, because if your internet connection is spotty, the other day you want to do an episode, it kind of. And we're also going to be doing a couple episodes from different locations between now and the end of the second quarter of 2026. So I'll give you a little heads up on that. I'm sorry for the itching. I know it's partly a little bit with my autism, but I get really itchy and drying. And now with allergies picking up a little bit, and plus we're in spring, so anybody's allergic to pollen, like I am, this is the worst time of year, especially in Florida. Pollen season between now and the end of summer at its worst. So again, I do apologize for that. Um, so hopefully you guys will understand that, and it's not thing I intentionally want to do it, but it's something I have to do. So I think somebody mentioned in the comments why I do that, and that's the reason why. Um, Now it goes to my first quarter update. So the first quarter of the year, if I had to give it a grade, I would say it was a B plus. It didn't start out well because, as some of you guys know already, my brother passed away in December. That cost me almost a month for my day labor placement. I didn't hardly had any work because everything was slowing down because of the holidays. And I only worked a couple of days out of a possible 31, 32 days of actual work days. If you count 6 days a week, 6 times 6 is 36. So out of the possible 36 qualified work days, which is Monday for Saturday, I only worked 2 to 3 of those. So you can tell things are really slow. So thank God family helped out a little bit. By the grace of God and understanding my landlord, even though it cost me to be like a month and a half behind rent. But I'm slowly but surely been catching that up. So, and you guys have helped. Give me a few dollars to float here and there for the people who help give me a few dollars to help float during that tough times. Thank you so much, because without it, it would have been a lot worse than what I am right now. With certain things had to get cut or tailored back because of it. I don't want to get all the personal details of this episode, but it's and especially the economy, with things getting more expensive lately. I have to be more wiser with my money. So just keep that in play. That is something I am trying to work on. Number two, work's got better. I've been having a continual ticket for a little while. I'm looking at some other opportunities. I was doing something with a health and wellness company. Now I have another one, but I'm just more like a customer base now. And spoiler alert, I'm actually looking at an opportunity to make some extra income through travel hopefully once I sit down and talk to the person in a couple of weeks. Maybe get that started by the end of April, early May. I will read the travel website. Not every week, but maybe you have to start every other week in the description, so you guys can, if you want to save money to travel. I don't get much of a commission on it, but you all help me out and it helps spread the word. Let's stop getting people like Priceline, Kayak, Expedia, Travelocity, the ones that make it billions, and help like the people who are trying to grind and give you these videos more often to help them out a little bit. So this way you guys will get better content in the future. For my love life, has its moments. I mean, I just got some interest finally. Nothing's really materialized yet, but there's some interest. I'm trying to see if it's mutually interest. But for now, we're just friends. We're trying to get to know each other better and see what happens. I don't want to mention names in case I think they are a subscriber. If I think that they might know who I'm talking about. So I'm hoping things will continue as we get to know each other better. And whenever we decide to finally go on our first date sooner than later, I will keep you posted. And I'll let you know honestly how it went. So keep your fingers crossed on that. Like I said, business opportunities getting better. Spiritually, I'm okay. I'm not really going to church too much right now because of a lot of church hurt. That might be another episode for another day to discuss what church hurt is and why it's affecting a lot of people that say that Christians are not going back to church because of church hurt, and that they are. That's why you see a lot of people bounce off of different churches. But there's a little bit of there's a psychological thing, emotional thing, and a little bit of a spiritual thing. But I'll explain another day in another episode down the line about that, so we can look at that in the future. So that will pretty much cover that now. Oh, my health and wellness. And I've lost a few pounds. I'm going to be doing another health and wellness journey towards the back end of the second quarter of the year, and all pretty much almost half to 2/3 of quarter number 3, and it's called a hard 75. I think that's what they call it. It's like 75 days. You have to do certain things. You gotta eat I don't know if it's a strict diet. That's something I'll look into. You have to sacrifice stuff. You got to drink more healthier stuff every day. There's like a minimum amount you have to drink every day, especially with water and other things. And I'm not a big water guy, so that's something I'm gonna have to train myself to do. And the interesting thing, I have to work out in the morning and in the evening. The morning may not be bad because I think there'll be YouTube videos I can do, but I have to do it before I go to work. I don't want to get too sweaty because I have to deal with people every day in the office for the time being. But if I do a little bit of a sweat, if I have to do days, I have to do day labor, it won't be as bad, but it is what it is. So that's one of the new things coming, but that's in my personal life. Now, as far as the channel, here's what we're doing for the channel. That new segment I've been saying, it was a little bit delayed, but we all working on finally get up and running. We have a couple of people want to help with that project, so hopefully, and this is the goal, and I'm going to keep to it. I'm going to do everything I can to keep my word. That was one of my last short/episodes. Hopefully by the end of second quarter, but probably more like middle of second quarter, the latest, was like mid-May, I will have the first episode or first video on that new segment. Also, a new segment, I'm going to try back again and see if it's going to work. But this I'm not going to do it from the house. I'm actually going to do it from an actual club. I'm going to start recording certain speeches. I'm not going to do all of them, but there'll be certain speeches because I told you one of my goals in public speaking is doing TED Talks and speaking engagements. but I will start putting videos on my YouTube channel, and I'm also going to start putting videos on my social media, at least on my Facebook page, so people can see and hear my speeches. So maybe word can get around. I can start doing more podcast interviews. Someone's trying to set me up for a podcast interview. So I hope we'll be able to put that on my YouTube channel. And you can see that episode. You can see me doing a podcast. You give me some advice how to do more podcasts, do better on each one. And I want to keep improving on that. I even want to keep improving while I'm doing these videos. I think a lot of them are doing good, but I still think there's going to be some work. Remember, I've been doing this for over 2.5 years now, so I'm not going to say I'm a rookie, but I'm still kind of new with certain aspects of it. Hopefully by next season, you'll see me with better equipment, better stuff, and that will hopefully enhance. That's a good SAT word. Enhance my work ethic for that. So y'all keep that in play and keep that up to date. Also, live streams. We didn't do one last month, and I got a little sick the day I was supposed to do on the 31st of March. There will not be one for April, but there will be one on the night before my birthday. So it'll be May 30th will be the next one on YouTube. I'm not going to try to do both the same day as my Facebook one. I'm probably going to do the Facebook one probably late the 29th, maybe by midnight. Oh, that would be an interesting if I decide to do a midnight when I'm 30th on Facebook. But that night, depending on what time I get back to the hotel, which will probably be like 10, 11 o'clock that night, I might just straight do a quick Facebook live. So if you are on my Facebook, it'll be May 29th, whenever time I get back from the hotel, most likely be in Queens, because I'll be doing a little birthday event in Long Island, New York. So taking the train, and then it's probably a few minute walk. It's going to take at least 45 minutes to an hour to get back. So like I said, it's going to be probably a little bit until 11 p.m. at night before I get back at the earliest. So please be patient with me on these new up and coming ones. Oh, also, next sports, YouTube, Facebook Live. I have decided will be the Indianapolis 500. I don't think I want to do both the Indy 500 and the Coke 600. I did the Daytona 500. There will be another NASCAR race later on this year. I just don't know which one yet. But at least I want to do the biggest IndyCar race. So that live will start. I'm trying to think what time. It'll start 15. We'll start on the hour. So I think the race starts at 1 o'clock. So it'll start at 1, and we're just going to keep going until the end of the race, like we did the last time as part of my birthday month. Oh, that's the other thing I need to announce. Because a few people from Facebook and a few people from YouTube like my birthday month shorts. So we're going to go back doing that for the second year in a row. So every day will be day 1 of 31 a birthday short with this. Day 2, day 3, do the popular demand. So that will be coming back starting May 1st. And with my motivational minutes, there'll be some days I'll have 2 shorts. 1 with a motivational moment and 2 for my birthday. So some days you'll see 2 shorts on top of doing a weekly thing. Oh, and by the way, just to let you know about the weekly podcast schedule for the rest of the year. I'm doing one every Sunday for the rest of April. You could say for almost all intents, but every Sunday in May. That will get me to, if I start from this episode all the way the next 8 to 9, that will get me to 141, 142, and we'll probably be at 150. At that point, I will do 1 or 2 in July. I might take all June off. We'll do 4th of July maybe, then do the last one in July, and go from the last one in July all the way to Labor Day, and that'll be our season ender. And then this way, when we start a couple weeks later, we'll do like once a week, and with little to no vacation time, unless I get sick or something comes up. I have no choice not to do it that week. Knock on wood, I've been very healthy the last few years. So last while, I've been just some allergies here and there. I want to keep it that way. And that's the Stewart conversation I'm saying was going to be put on hold. So hopefully the first one will be mid-May. I have a couple people I'll be talking to in the next week to get that done. And once we finally figure out when we can do the interview on Zoom and then eventually upload it, that will be when that episode will be out that same week. So y'all look out for that. Like I said, I got a couple people I'm going to be emailing and texting the next couple weeks. They want to be a guest, and we can go from there. Sorry, this episode will took a little bit longer than planned, but I wanted to make sure that it's straight. So we'll be back to a little shorter episodes in the next couple of weeks. But anyway, this has been episode 130. So that's it for this week's episode of the Rasheem Stewart podcast. As always, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Remember to do everything you can to the best of your ability with love and respect. Love and appreciate y'all so much. If you're new to the channel, hello. Glad to have you on board. We had a new subscriber in the last week, so thank you again for subscribing. If you're new and you like what you hear, give this video a thumbs up. If you've been around for a while, please give it a thumbs up. It helps with the analytics. Please leave a comment. I don't care if it's just a hello or whatever. It can be one word or a paragraph or an essay. It don't matter. I will answer it. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 250 subscribers by May 31st, which is the day of my birthday. We're on pace for that as of right now. Hit the subscribe button once you hit the notification bell ding. Click all. When all these new videos will tell you will be coming out soon, new segments, new everything. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, and one other surprise. Between now and my birthday, we're gonna do one episode the old school way. We're gonna go back and do it on my phone for old time's sake, just to have fun. So I want to compare and contrast how y'all like it on the phone, or we're gonna do it on the computer. Maybe we'll go back and forth. We'll see how the response is and go from there. And let me know in the comments. You prefer me to continue doing this on the laptop, or maybe try once in a while go back on the cell phone for old time's sake. So let me know in the comments. We'll try to run it either way we can. God bless y'all. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless Israel. God bless America. God bless the world. And keep the troops in prayers. If you know anybody who's fighting or serving over in the Iran area, with that little war going on, please keep that in prayer. Let's just pray we can come over a peaceful resolution sooner or later. This will help get some of these gas prices get back. These gas. I don't drive, and I think these gas prices are ridiculous. Let me know in the comments you agree with that or not. But anyway, I'll see you in the next episode of Stewart, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye.